Morning, guys. So a lot has been going on actually that I wanted to kind of share with you guys. First things first is yesterday I posted the vlog. Honestly, I was gonna make more content, as you can say, or whatever, there at the house. But there's just so many things came up. So one of the things that came up was I'm actually in the process of buying a house, and so I'm going through escrow and all that stuff. And yesterday was basically escrow. The company required me to sign off all the paperwork for like closing and to give the final payment. Basically, it's kind of like a down payment or a closing cost, right? Something like that. And so that is this whole. I mean, anybody who's homeowners know that the whole escrow paperwork. I mean, I don't know if the last generation it was easier for like our parents or grandparents, something like that. But anyways, it's been kind of heck. Or I think I've heard now it's probably easier now than before. But I don't know how true that is, because I feel like before things were more like word of mouth than like contracts and like signatures and all that stuff. But anyways, so exciting news about that was, that you guys know I'm buying a house. It's actually, you guys will see it soon, in maybe about a month or so. It's a beautiful ranch lifestyle home with, it's got livestock. It's got like a whole like stream, little river going through the property. It's about 5 acres. Big property, big land. So just a little bit rundown of what a description of the house. But once we actually are able to move on to the property, I'll show it to you guys, and that'll be that way you guys get a better picture idea of it is. But anyway, so before that, right now I'm just fully doing the escrow paperwork and all that stuff, and it has been hectic. I'm talking about like jumping through hoops, right? And just like a lot of last minute things. And so the whole process was kind of tough, because in the beginning we needed to find we needed to get the funds to put a down payment on the house, and you guys already know how much that possibly can go for. Secondly is all the proof of income that you have to show and stuff like that is crazy ridiculous. I mean, they really dig deep into your background, ask all kind of questions, like where basically everything that's gone into your bank account, where has that came from. There was a time where it was difficult for me to show proof of income because of being a contractor. A lot of times we get paid through not necessarily through checks or through like a 40-hour, because what they want to see is full-time, 40 hours, steady checks and all that stuff. But as a contractor or self-employed and stuff like that, it's basically my income comes in a variety of forms. It could be a large sum of cash, or it could be a check or wired money, stuff like that. Those are different ways that I receive money through my projects, through the work. And some of the cash, the times where it's been cash or whatever, or the fact that it's not like 40 hours, it's just like large amounts of cash or large amounts of money that come into the account. So there's no paperwork for it. There's no proof of income, really. There is, but it's not shown in the way that they want to see, which is typical, which would be like 40 hours a week, full time, another company's name. I think that made it very difficult too. Was this whole last year, I basically wasn't working and was working. I wasn't working for a company, and I was really just working for myself. So I couldn't really show any of that income. And so that was very hectic. So I had to figure out how to basically find ways to get pay stubs and stuff like that, so in order to pass that part of the process. The issue is, a lot of companies, a lot of partnerships, a lot of contractors that I work with, they didn't want to put me under payroll because I really wasn't under their payroll, and two, because I really don't even know if I should be saying this. Out here, especially in like the contractor world or whatever, I'm assuming, a lot of times they don't want to put you on payroll because they want to avoid, like workers' comp and the taxes and stuff like that. So it's just kind of like a loophole, a way to work around that. So that would be the reason for why they didn't want to put me on payroll. So it was very hard to find somebody that would vouch for me and put the pay stubs. Luckily, I got it all figured out, and made it seem like basically I work like at a regular company, and 40 hours and full time and all that stuff. That was another thing that was also difficult. They wanted to see that I was working the 40 hours a week. The issue was I wasn't there, or I wasn't working there, because I'm over here, like, doing my jobs, doing my work and stuff like that. So I couldn't be there every single day. And even then, and even then, now I am, but a time before I wasn't even really working under them, under a company. So it was hard so that was another thing. I basically had to go into a company and work steady in order to I don't know, somebody was honking. I don't know if it was me or someone else, or if they were honking at me or someone else. Right. So anyways, I basically had to work for a company, which is this company that I work for now, and I basically needed to work my regular full week there so that I could have those pay stubs to show like a steady income or something like that. The reason why they didn't want to take my business, like the income that I make from my business though, is because I just recently opened the business a year ago. For you guys that don't know, I'm a roofing contractor. So I just opened it last year, and you need 2 years of tax reports, basically 2 years of business, in order for you to be able to use that income, or you can claim self-employed and all that stuff, So that's why they didn't want to take that. Anyways, but back to, again, the issue is that working 40 hours a week is not, it's difficult, because especially out here, I'm sure everywhere, but now everywhere, with how the economy is going, I'm sure, but just 40 hours a week doesn't really, you don't make as much money, it doesn't really cut it, so it's hard to stay working full-time here and only make so much money when I could be somewhere else doing my own work, my own project. That's the whole point of the business, right? That's the whole reason why people do it, so that they can, create a better lifestyle for themselves and be more financially set and whatever. So, okay, so that's basically, so yesterday was signing off all the paperwork and giving the final payment and stuff like that. So that was a lot, and that's what happened yesterday, which is why I didn't create another video or make more content and stuff like that, because I didn't want to do that. Today I'll probably do it. I don't want to make no promises, because I really don't know what's what. Alrighty, what else? We are, so this Saturday, maybe this weekend, I'm probably going to go to, what's it called, like Pacific Palisades or some area in, I think in Pasadena, Altadena, something like that. Basically where the wildfire, these recent wildfires, huge wildfires that happened in California. You guys can look them up. I'm sure like they're on the news and stuff like that. I mean, you guys probably knew about it, or maybe not. I don't know. But yeah, this weekend I'm probably gonna go to those areas that were unfortunately damaged, and you know, a lot of homes were destroyed and stuff like that because of the fires. But you know, as a businessman, I got to see the opportunity as to go out there and try to you know, see if I can help anybody out in terms of, you know, like getting a roof done. I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to go out there and look because I don't know what process the houses are in. I know I have a buddy who works for a union, and he's over there cleaning up the you know, all the damages, the fire and stuff like that. So if he's barely just cleaning up, I don't know how far along they are as far as reconstructing homes, or maybe they're gonna construct something else. Which is why actually I'm gonna go out there and see where that city is at, and then I mean if somehow if there's a way that I can create a connection where when they're ready, or if they're ready to start, you know, building back up the homes, or I can basically give them my information, so when that time comes, they can call me, or they can use me to help reconstruct, you know, certain things, certain areas of the home, and yeah. So that's probably my plans for this weekend. Those vlogs are probably gonna be on the business channel, and if I go do that, so you know, stay tuned for that. If you guys want to go subscribe to my YouTube channel, for the business one, it's Renewed Roofing. What else? Actually, I might be able to pull it up here. 1 second, you guys. 1 second. Don't do this, you guys. Don't, you know, be on your phone and drive. Let me see. Switch account. Yeah, it's called Renewed Roofing. This is basically what it looks like. So if you guys want to subscribe to that channel, hopefully later on I can get into the whole editing world of these videos. Right now I know they're just all raw and kind of bland or plain, but I'm gonna see if I can, you know, start putting in links and, you know, do all that tech savvy stuff. Anyways, so that's that. That's for that weekend. That's pretty much everything that covers that. The last thing that I did want to talk to you guys about is, as you guys know, I am a Christian, you know, like faith-based and all that stuff. I believe in God. I have, you know, I go to church. I have, you know, believe in, you know, having a relationship with the Lord, and so on and so forth. So my vlogs are going to be a mixture of everything, which leads me to my next topic right now. But so they're going to be, you know, they're going to be a little bit about everything. This channel is going to be a little bit about everything, you know, the business, you know, my faith, and of course, you know, just the daily lifestyle, and what's going on in my life, so you guys are tuned in. And the business channel is just going to be strictly for the business. So yeah. So as I was saying, right, the next topic that I wanted to talk about is wanted to let you guys know about what I believe in, and I wanted to talk over certain topics. You know, I just want to talk over, you know, I got some family that's having some health issues. So, you know, if you guys know anybody, or if you guys or if you guys yourselves are going through some health issues, just, I mean, it doesn't hurt, right, to reach out to, just reach out to like a higher power, to God, and to, just pray about the situation. If you guys ever want to, like, I know this might be too soon because I don't know if anybody watches my videos, but, you guys can also reach out to me, and I'll pray over your guys' situations and stuff like that. Another thing that I wanted to talk about was basically if you guys are going through any troubles as far as with people or with other people, that's another thing. You know what, I'll save that topic for another time, just because I feel like it might be too soon to talk about it. Yeah, so I'll just save that for another time. I guess one of the topics, I should maybe, so that I don't offend anybody, or get too involved in something that I shouldn't get involved in, is basically, I'll talk about my own experiences. But I could say one of my own experiences are, as far as keeping calm and a peaceful mindset while you are while you're going through like financial struggles, or while you're going through situations, just because I've gone through all of that. And there was the time before when I used to look at things with a worried mindset or something like that, or a stressed mindset would be nothing good came out of it. All I was doing was just kind of like worrying and living in fear and stressing about my financial outcomes, my financial situation, and other stuff like that. But then I just really gave my life to the Lord, and kind of just prayed over having like a peaceful, trusting mentality, that the God will provide. And so and so I just kept doing that for a while. It did take a minute, because I didn't, it's hard to change your mindset when it's already set in one way. So it's very hard to, and it's easier said than done. It's there's a lot of people going through a lot. And one other thing that helped me was to keep kind of like a humble mindset, knowing that I'm blessed, and there's a lot of people out there that aren't as blessed, and that are going through things 10 times worse than I am. So when you just think about when you just look at life that way, or look at your situations that way, you kind of just it kind of humbles your mindset, and makes you think like, hey, well, you know what, maybe I don't got it so bad. Also, we're very natural to think negatively, so you kind of also like force your mind, or train your mind to think positively, and just basically just say like, just look at the positive outcome of your situation. Maybe you don't have this, but you have this. And so but through that whole process, it allowed me to not worry over my situations, and basically I've been calm about the situations, and I've been at peace. I can't really say that I've been the happiest about everything that's been going on, but we are almost to the job site. Here's the job site, guys. That's what I wanted to talk about, was basically just basically look for the good in your situations. That way it changes your guys' mentality on the situations, and just to kind of live with a healthier mindset than with a negative one. And I think that's pretty much it. as far as all of that. Okay, so that's probably everything for right now. I'll talk to you guys later on today and see what else is new, what happens, what's going on. All right, guys, later. All right, guys. So, found some parking here. The only thing is, I just don't really. I mean, it's gonna be all right, guys. But the only thing that sucks about this kind of areas is that there's a lot of homelessness in this area, and well, not that I got anything against the homeless, but sometimes they're just not thinking in the right mindset, and they end up trying to get into the cars or damaging property and stuff like that, which is another reason why I don't want to bring my truck. I want to bring my truck, because in the construction world you need a truck, and I would like to park it somewhere like this, where I don't have other vehicles to the side of me where they could possibly hit it when they open the door. The only issue is I can't guarantee parking like this every single time unless I really go throughout the city looking for it. Which I'm not trying to do, because why would I want to park further away from the job site? And then another reason, and then I could leave it in an area like this, but then I got the homelessness to worry about and stuff like that, or just anybody else. It doesn't specifically have to be homeless. I'm just just pointing it out just because there is a lot in this area, and I mean, it's just it is what it is. That's kind of how things are, so it's a give and take. Well, anyways, though. Hey guys. Wow, so I was just listening back to the video I made earlier today, and basically I realized that you guys, it's really loud, like the freeway drive, like the drives in the morning. I can hear, you hear all the cars and everything, and just the road itself. So now that I know that and have that in mind, I won't be taking any more videos on the drive, so we can avoid that. So I just wanted to say that real quick. And then other than that, I'm also, play games. So I just figured, when I made the YouTube channel way back when, I mean, I know a huge part was it that I wanted to stream or make, well, that's a totally scary looking dude. Anyways, that I wanted to stream gaming videos and all that stuff, but then just life got in the way and all that stuff, and ended up doing other things with my life other than the vlogging and the streaming games and stuff like that. So I did want to make a video on, I was going to go back either to the Bible study or to or just to talk about other stuff still, but I think I'm just gonna Lily, back up. Gosh, she's so sometimes annoying because she's super clingy. All right, now back up. Anyways, so oh wow, I actually ended up completing. So we're gonna play a little bit of Call of Duty, a little bit of Zombies. I'll probably just play one match and see how it goes. And that'll probably be it for as far as for me for gaming, because then I gotta I'm actually pretty tired from the day, and I'm probably gonna hit the hay. It is really early, but I still gotta upload this video, which I mean doesn't take long. But maybe I'll just look it in case I want to edit it, maybe cut some stuff. I'm not sure. See how this video looks. As far as just as far as how everything looks. Yeah, so Lily's so distracting, but she's so cute, isn't she? Well, anyways, so this will be the only game I play, just kind of as like a trial and stuff like that. I'm really happy that I'm getting back into my you know, like my old habits, the things that I wanted to do. Well, I've been playing trash. But, you know, just because I never thought I would get back into this stuff. But I guess, you know, everything happens for a reason. And, so yeah. Okay, I won't, see what's going on. Right, so we're running COD. For you guys, the non-gaming people, it's Call of Duty. We're running the zombies mode on it. Pretty sure anybody who knows. Really, there's like a... It's kind of... I don't think I'll want to explain what's going on, because I feel like if you guys really wanted to know what was going on, I mean, either you already know, or you'll, you know, you guys will figure it out, as far as like, either you've heard of it through someone else, or other streamers, you've watched other streamers, or I don't even know. But yeah. How exciting. We have just a few steps short of restoring Nexus. I'm gonna mute these guys to see if just in case, you know, they have anything they want to say and I don't miss it. Moments like this give a man time to think. That's what the fuck I'm talking about. Has a dark history. Its owners keep turning up dead, or not turning up at all. I wonder what this angle looks like, as far as for you guys. What, nothing's really happening right now. The rounds are kind of going slow because I think what they're trying to do is like the story mode version of this game. So that's why I'm not really... I've already completed it, so I'm not trying to... I mean, I don't mind doing it again, but I'm not trying to follow along on the steps. I just kind of want to survive, and... Oh, somebody ended up leaving the game. Oh well. Anyways. Or never mind, I guess he's back. Okay, now, these games can go on for like a really long time, like an hour or two, even up to 3-4 hours, just depending how long you survive. So I don't know if I'm going to... Oh, wow. So I don't know if I'm going to record the entire time. But well, I guess we'll see. We'll figure it out. And I guess I'm seeing now that this is another thing that happens with the Meta glasses. So I can't record and upload the videos at the same time, or basically, yeah, I guess that's how you say it. So I guess I'm gonna have to run through all these videos and then kind of just pray that everything worked out or looks good, and then we'll go from there. Stop. Bro, she like literally licks all over me. And it's not even that, like I just don't want her licking me because she eats her own poop and stuff like that, so she's gross. So for the Meta glasses, they sell two versions of it. They sell the bigger version and the standard version. Everybody likes the bigger version, but honestly, guys, I think I wanted to choose the standard, the standard version, the low version, just because, you know, like if I'm gonna be moving around a lot and stuff like that, I would like something more snug and tight and that isn't gonna fall off. Not really fall off, but like, you know, slide a little bit down and stuff like that. I don't know, to be honest, but then maybe like there's more. The bigger glasses have more of a capacity, I guess. I honestly don't know. But yeah, it's really kind of throwing me off. We could turn that off. Oh, accidentally took a screenshot. So yeah. So once I move into the house, guys, that actually comes with a spare room, and I want to convert that room, kind of make it more into like the streaming room. You know, that way I kind of get a little bit more professional setup. Right now I kind of just have it going on in my living room. The you know, the game system is set up to my living room TV. And yeah, and then, well, I kind of just have it there because really we use it more just to like watch movies or shows or whatever, and so on and so forth, basically.
Thank you, bro.
I don't mix. You should know that by now.
So what are you guys trying to do? You guys trying to do Easter egg, or are you guys going for high rounds? What's up? Somebody talk to me.
a patient person.
Man, guys, I'm still hungry. Got home, ate some steak bites. I don't know if I already told you guys, but you know, it was just a small portion of food, and so I'm pretty hungry still. Bless you.
Nice. I won't forget this.
Yeah. Maybe anybody who actually plays this game could give me tips, you know, if they got a better way of playing or whatever. And also, I'm sorry guys if it bothers you every time I was saying every time I fix my glasses, because I don't know if my hand kind of gets in the way. I guess I also gotta kind of sell, like, the idea, or I guess if that's what you would call it, I don't know what you would call it, but basically, we'll call it that for now, till I find the better words. The idea of basically living through me or seeing first person, like, you know, just about everything I do and how I do it and the way I act and the things I say, and basically that's pretty much, I mean, best way I can describe it, you know? So if that interests you guys, I mean, well, if it doesn't interest you, then this channel is probably not going to be for you guys. Also, the content that I put out. But just because I'm not planning on recording with other devices. I mean, maybe like later on down the line, if this takes, if you know, if this takes off and people want to see different point of views, I guess, perspectives or whatever. You know, like the camera being on me, or like recording myself, or, you know, somebody like a third person view kind of thing. I don't know, whatever. Then in that case, then I will put out, then I will switch it up as far as like how I'm gonna record. But till then, and I doubt that won't be a thing till way later on, like I said, till this whole thing takes off. Till then, it's just gonna be with the Meta glasses. I mean, I did pay for them and invest in this, so I guess you know, I should use it. I don't want to, you know, just let it go to waste. And yeah, and so we'll just go from there. Man, you guys, let me drink some of my tea, some energy tea that I got here. It's so weird. You guys are literally living through me. Anyways, you guys should, whatchamacallit, these energy teas actually come from the brand Herbalife, and I believe if you guys are interested in any kinds of, like, especially for like my workout people, or even anybody who's trying to lose weight, you know, I have connections for people that are trying to lose weight, and products, basically products, you know, protein shakes, protein meals, protein snacks, creatine, you know, teas, all that kinds of stuff. So I have I basically have, yeah, so if you guys are, like, interested on, like, having somebody coach you guys and, like, kind of give you guys meal plans and kind of give you guys, like, supplements and on, like, all that stuff, especially for people who are, like, experts on all that stuff, know what I'm talking about. But if you guys want more details and are interested, you know, like, let me know, and I could definitely get you in contact with, you know, with providers of the products, and it's a pretty cool thing that they got going on. They got a basically like 2-for-1 special. I guess the standard would be for any product that you purchase, they will support or provide a basically a support coach at the same time. And of course all of that stuff is up to your choice, but I mean, if you guys just want the products and not anybody to kind of like explain it to you or run things by you or check on you and all that stuff, then that would be, so that's totally an option too. But why not take advantage of that? I know some of the great things that they do are basically do like health evaluations on you, and they'll just get down like your numbers as far as weight and where you're at, where you want to be, as far as how you look, as far as like your mentality, as far as energy, and for sure like on numbers and weight. So all of that stuff, they can guide you on what products to take and what to do. They'll provide also workout routines and stuff like that. So it's kind of a 2-for-1 deal. And it definitely also it just it's, sorry you guys, I'm kind of losing my train of thought. And it's totally based on your guys' like budgeting, however much you guys want to spend. Well, I mean, any amount that you spend includes that whole coach lifestyle and support and all that stuff. So you could, and I know that they have such things as like free trials, $20 trials, and so on and so forth. It goes up to $150, $200. That's probably like the average. And then there's like ridiculous products or packages that go up to like $300, or even more. And it just depends how much of the stuff you get. Typically lasts you about maybe 2 weeks to a month. Just depends if you're sharing it or not and how often you're taking it. Of course, the more people you're sharing with, the more the product is being used. Might only last like 2 weeks, and and depends, like I said, the frequency, like how much you guys are using it or taking it. If it's like morning and night, or just morning or just night, like all of that are factors. But if you're doing it by yourself, I think it should last you probably like a month, I would say, because I would definitely say that probably between 2 people, it probably goes out within like 2 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks, So yeah, like I said, if you guys are interested in that, just, comment on this video, and I will reach out to you guys, either with your guys' contact info. That way it can be a more private thing, or I could just, respond back to the comments. Anyway, so that is enough about that whole thing. I'm sorry guys, hopefully the volume isn't too horrible. I know, I'm sure you guys want to hear the game as well, but I don't know if the game's volume is just overwhelming to my voice. It's kind of like the same situation with the car. Really, as soon as I get a new gun. Well, that's pretty cool. If you just leave them far enough away, I think they just kind of die on their own. Wow, guys, I'm gonna need some more of my tea because I am passing out over here. She's a weirdo. Sorry about the abrupt stop in the recording. I was streaming the game, but I realized that my glasses needed to be charged. So we'll just conclude it here, and I'll catch you guys next time.